Hello everybody, Laura here. I got a little bit of a funny angle, so I think I'm gonna have to fix that. Every time I push play to go live, it like zooms in. So you would think that I would have this down by now, but you know, whatever. So, okay, give me a second. I'm gonna try pulling us out a little bit because otherwise you can't see anything that I'm doing. Ah, that's better, but a little funny still. I need an assistant to be in my camera. All right, let's try this again. Okay. All right, that's better. All right, so hello and happy Monday. My name is Laura. If you are just tuning in and we are new friends, I am a Pampered Chef consultant, and this is our live cooking show for the week. So if you're a host, scream out that you're a host. And if you're in a party, tell me who your host is. And if you're just here, just say hi so that I can say hello. So I'm going to start today. I brought like all 3 recipes that I put on my thing because I couldn't decide what I wanted to make. So we'll see what actually happens today. I've got the strawberry crunch cake is in the oven. All it is a box like white cake. And then I have to cook it, and then I have to poke holes in it and put strawberry gelatin and then some other stuff. So it won't completely get finished like during this show. So I'm letting it cook right now, and we'll see how much multitasking we can get done. Okay, so I'm flipping gears, and I'm actually going to show you how to make truffle burgers. These caused quite a stir when I put them up. There are a lot of people that voted for me to make them. But there's some funny things in here. So for the truffle burgers, you're supposed to use like bulk breakfast sausage and then ground beef and black truffle herb seasoning mix, which to me like sounds a little weird. But apparently when you mix sausage and hamburger meat together, it keeps it from getting dry, which, you know, who likes a dry burger? So I'm going to take the amazing new mixer that we have. I love this because I have one of the other mixers. So hi Cindy and Bryce, hello. So I have one of the other mixers, not to be named, and I can never figure out what attachment to use. So, okay, this is like super cool. So when I push this down, there are settings on the side, and it says literally deluxe stand mixer, and then I'm using the mix setting. So I'm going to flip it to mix, and then it shows me that I need to use the paddle. Okay, so I pop the paddle on there, and then I know what I need to do. Okay, so I'm going to start by putting in the burger ingredients, which are super easy. I've got a pound of hamburger, and then I have 16 ounces of breakfast sausage because I'm not going to eat it if I don't like just cook it all. So we'll see what comes out, and that looks really, really gross. The last time I made this, I used Lynx, and I was getting ready to make it again, and hubby was like, okay, why are you using Lynx and not just like a thing, like a tube of sausage? I'm like, well, that was kind of brilliant. I didn't even think of that. But in my head, I said Lynx. So that was really smart. Okay, so next I'm going to use a teaspoon of our new black truffle and herb seasoning. It is amazing. It is like all the things all in one. I'm telling you, it is awesome. Okay, so I need a teaspoon. I'm probably going to do a teaspoon and a half because I have a little bit more meat in there, and I want to make sure it's really seasoned nicely. I'm going to put that in there. Maybe 2 teaspoons. We'll see. Toss that in there. Okay, then shut that down. Okay, and I need to do, let's see, I need to push this, and then I need to adjust because I only need 45 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust that down to 45 seconds, and then go, and then find something else to do. So next up, there is a sauce that goes with this, and it is a half a cup of mayonnaise, a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 2 teaspoons of ketchup, and then the black truffle and herb again. So I'm going to get, let's see, I have to whisk it. So I'm going to use, let's use this one. I pulled this out. Wasn't sure I was going to end up using it. It's a little bit of, okay, get that taken care of. All right, so I need half a cup of mayonnaise. tablespoon of Dijon. Oh goodness, that needs a shake up. Looks like a tablespoon to me. Okay, and then I need a half of a cup of mayo. So I'm just gonna eyeball that too. Okay, set that over there. And then I need 2 teaspoons of ketchup, which I don't know if I want to use. I guess I will. I'm not sure I'm going to use 2 teaspoons, so I'm not a huge ketchup fan. So, okay, and then I need another teaspoon of black truffle. And I threw my little thing in there, so now I've got to use a new one. Keep all my measuring spoons right there because inevitably I need them and I don't want to go searching for them. So you've got like a little slot in the back that holds everything, which is like super awesome. Okay, let's leave that out in case we need it again. All right, next up, I'm just whisking these together. I'm gonna put these away real quick, just in case I'm cooking for a bit, nothing goes bad.
The cake timer is done.
And thank goodness for timers. Alexa, stop. All right, so I need to take my cake out. Which, if you're just hopping on, this is like the base for my my strawberry crunch cake, which I don't know how much I'll get to do on my live because it's got several steps to it. It's really easy, but it's got several steps to it. Okay, well that looks beautiful. Okay, that's box cake. So, wow, all right. Blaine tested the batter and he said it was amazing. So, okay, so back to the truffle burger, because I need my cake to cool. So grab my handy whisk. Okay, and I am mixing up a sauce that will go on top of the burger, which smells interesting. I'm not a huge ketchup fan, so I don't know. We'll see on that one. I've made the burgers before, but I skipped the sauce the last time. Okay. Go ahead and get that out of there in case I need the bowl again. Use a little smaller one. Okay, put that in there. Okay, these are the plastic mixing bowls. If you don't have these, they are wonderful. You can buy them separate or in a set of 3. And they are my favorite. I love, they're my favorite colors anyway, but they are just a wonderful bowl. Okay. Put that in there, probably stick it in the fridge and let it chill. Okay, so that's the truffle. I'll take care of that later. And then next up, I need to grill a patty, so I need to make some patties. Okay, so this is breakfast sausage and then hamburger and truffle and herb. Okay, put that over there. Okay, so they say to use the scoop to help form these. Let me go ahead and do that. I think I will, let's see. I don't know how long that's going to take me to form them. So let me grab this real quick. I think I will go ahead and turn on. They suggest using cast iron, and I'm going to go ahead and use the Deluxe Grilling Griddle this time for the burgers. Don't want to do that. Okay, I need it to lock it. Alright, so I am grilling. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on the grill and push start. Let that heat up while I make my burgers. Okay. So I'm taking a big scoop. Now there are 3 scoops. We have a small, a medium, and an extra large. There may actually be a large too. I'm kind of thinking, now that I'm saying that, there might actually be 4 scoops now. So take those, form them into patties. The nice thing about that is it's going to scoop out the same amount each time. And then I know that my burgers will cook at the same speed. So if you're on here, say hello. If you're a host, tell me that you're a host. If you're in a party, tell me which party you're in, like who is your host. We are, let's see, it's Monday. Next week is spring break. So we are like anxious, like to have a little break in there. We've got a full week of school this week. And then we have a week off and a day, which will be awesome. And then like all around Easter, so that'll be really cool. So get some downtime, a little break in our day. So Mondays are always interesting. You just kind of never know what you're gonna get, and today was no different. So it was a really good day, But man, I am ready for some sun. So we're not going anywhere for spring break. So kind of jealous of all of these friends that are going to Florida and nice places with sun. Like how nice does that sound right now? Okay, a couple more. So if you're just hopping on, these are called truffle burgers, and they are breakfast sausage and ground beef, which they say in the recipe that keeps your burgers from getting dry when you add sausage to them, which I thought was kind of interesting. We have had these before. I made them with the stand mixer like the minute that I got them, because I was like, I need something kind of keto friendly rather than baking. And I've been really impressed with the recipes that they have in here, because I'm not really a baker. I like to bake, but I like to bake and get it out of my house. So I've been excited to try recipes that have nothing to do with baking, like shredding chicken and making burgers and doing things like that has been fun to be able to use the mixer as much as I have and not be a baker. So okay, that one ended up a little bit small. Okay, while my thing is heating up, I'm gonna wash my hands real quick, and then probably going to have to wash my bowl real quick too, because I think I need it for something else. So, watch me wash my dishes for a second. Okay. The last time I used the stand mixer, it like went for 2 minutes and I had nothing to do recipe wise, so I washed my dishes on my live video, which I thought was kind of funny. So not really what I had planned, but yeah, it's part of things. Alright, I don't think I need to scoop again, so I can go ahead and get some extra soap in here. Then if I need it again, I'm all ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and throw my burgers, once I find something to dry my hands off with. I'm going to throw my burgers on here and grill them. Trying to figure out if that's going to fall on me. I think I'm going to do this just so I don't have any happy accidents there. Okay, that looks safer. Alright, I'm going to put these on here. Nice thing about this is it's super easy to clean up after. You just let the grates cool and then throw them in the dishwasher. That fit way more burgers than I thought it would. My backup plan was to actually do them on the grill, so I'm excited that that'll fit on there. Okay, so I'm gonna let that go for maybe 5 minutes, and then flip if I need to. Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes. And then I'm going to switch gears a little bit because that's all I need to do with the burgers. I've got my topping, my sauce to go with that, which is mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup, and black truffle and herb seasoning mix, and then cheese, burgers, and tomatoes, so which I can do later. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside somewhere. I don't know where. Yeah, maybe in here. Okay, and then next up, I want to show you, I'm kind of doing a little bit of extra cooking today because I don't want to cook all week. So I have chicken here that I put into the multi-cooker because I needed to cook it to be able to make, dump this real quick. I needed to cook it so that I could make shredded chicken for tacos. So, let's do this real quick. So I can dump my water. I am actually going to shred the chicken in the mixer, which is going to be interesting because I haven't actually tried that before. So, okay, so I'm going to take my mixer. Okay, and then I'm going to get my chicken out. Okay, and then let's see what it says to use. My chicken, shred your chicken in the stand mixer. So I think maybe the paddle again. Use that. We'll see. I don't know how that'll work. Okay, and then I stuck my chicken in here with a little bit of water, and it's just chicken thighs. I used the recipe book that came with this, with the multi-cooker. Move that over so I'm not dripping all over the place. And it took like 6 minutes to cook my chicken. Like, how cool is that? So, and I just stuck water in there because this time I didn't have any broth. But it said you could use water or broth, and it wasn't even a recipe. It was just like a quick guide on, okay, I want to cook this. What do I do with it? That was pretty cool. We got all that. Move this out of the way. Okay, unplug that and clean that later. All right. So, I'm going to take my mixer and I'm going to shred my chicken, and we'll see how that goes. Guess we'll call that beat. And it says 8 minutes, but I cannot imagine that being 8 minutes. But I would imagine it also will pick up in speed. All right. Check on my burgers, they look okay. Chicken's doing its thing. So next up, I guess we'll cut the avocado and some lettuce. Okay, so I haven't used this in a while and I was really excited to show it off because they did a redesign because now we have new knives. So grab a cutting mat. And I'm going to make my new knives, which are so amazing and so sharp. Like, I am loving the new coated knives. They're awesome. I was like, I don't know why they're redesigning them. They're really, really great as they are. But yeah, they're even better than they ever have been. So if you have these, like the redesign, it's worthy. Okay, so I'm going to take my pit out of here. And then I need to shred my lettuce. So I'm going to shred it with this. It's doing it. I can't believe it. It's doing it. I don't know if I can get that much in here. Yeah, I might be able to. I was thinking I'd have to half it. Okay, so I'm going to take my knife and then I'm just going to go down little rails. And it's going to cut it all evenly for me. 20 seconds on the burgers. So this ended up like, I'm like, I can't do 3 full recipes, but I'm going to show you as much as I can. So if you're popping on and wondering what I'm doing, it's kind of a little bit of everything. I'm doing some black truffle burgers and some chicken so that we can do tacos at some point this week. Alexa, stop. And then I might have overpacked it to be able to go the other direction. Let's see. Okay, so you give it a spin, and then you can go the other way with it. I could have got it in the back, but this is fine. So, goal was to have some food to go for a couple of days so I can cook once and just be done with it. Alright, that over here so that's out of the way. Okay, next up is to flip my burgers. Got a nice char on them. Actually, do not need it. I think I'm going to flip just to get a little bit of a char on this side, but they're like just about done. My big flippers I didn't really need because they kind of shrunk up on me. Okay, Alexa, set a timer for the burgers for 2 minutes. So I'm going to get just a char on that and then that's all finished. Okay. So next up, let's see. We've got the chicken. I'm going to juice a lime for you. So let me grab this. That would actually still work like that. That's just some lettuce. And then I get a platter so I can get those off the heat. And then my burgers are all ready to go. They look amazing. I've got lettuce. And I'm going to unplug that so it can start cooling off so I can get it into the dishwasher. That'll take a minute. Right, I've got my iceberg lettuce is all done. Next up, I need to juice my lime. I'm going to zest it just a little bit because I don't want to miss out on any lime goodness. And I would say that this is done. I forgot that I had on there for 8 minutes, but I don't think it needs 8 minutes. I should have done that before I cut it, but it's all done. Alexa, stop. Timer is done. It's going to go without me. Okay. Get that off there. Alexa, stop. Okay, so juice my lime. I saw somebody using this and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot about that. So we are like, what a great problem. We're kind of overloaded with products right now, which is great. And I love new products, it's amazing. But we have them in several locations because we're starting to get so many that I need like a couple of kitchens. How cool is that, right? Yeah. Okay, so there's my lime juice. Okay. And I am mixing avocado, the rub that goes on the chicken, which we haven't done yet, and then avocado, I think I said avocado, but we're putting avocado in this. Mash the avocado, remaining rub, and lime juice in a small bowl. So I'm going to use the avocado cutter, which is very, 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 very sharp, which is great. It's exactly the way you want it, but man, you got to be careful. Okay, and then you take this side, you flip out that little tip. Okay, and then we're supposed to mash it, so I'm just going to mash it like that. Smells so good. Like that. Move this over and I'm going to throw all this away because I don't need it. Over to the side. Okay, and then I need Tex-Mex rub. So that came in my taste buds, which was kind of the inspiration for all of this craziness. Okay, and I need, let's see, it was 1.5 tablespoons total, and they needed a tablespoon, so I need the half for this one. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in there. Give these guacamole of sorts, kind of a kick. Okay, I'm gonna mash it. What do I want to mash it with? Maybe. Yes, I'm gonna turn that back on. Okay, maybe this. See how that goes. Oh, that actually works pretty well. Oh, it smells so good. Yum. Okay, well, that worked out. In there. Okay, so then we've got some homemade guacamole. That's for our tacos. And then what you are supposed to do is take the chicken, which is all shredded now, in here. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And we're going to add some things to it. So we're going to combine chicken, beans, salsa, and water, and then a tablespoon of the rub in a large skillet. Okay. A large skillet. Okay, so I'll toss my chicken in there. I use chicken thighs. That's kind of our go-to. Put it in there, and then let's do a tablespoon of the seasoning. There it is. I wait to turn on the heat until I know exactly how long it's going to take me to get here so I don't burn anything. All right, and then next up I need a can of black beans, a cup of salsa. So I got salsa over here. Go ahead and pop that in. Okay, and then I need a can of black beans. Strain on this because I do not like the black bean yucky stuff. It has like this weird sludge that kind of happens in there. I don't know what's. But yeah, they definitely need to be rinsed. Pinchers instead of fingers. Okay. My sink is crazy right now. Okay, dump that in there. And rinse like crazy. Man, those are just gross. Some kind of like sludge that forms when those go into a can. Okay. Put that into my. I can get there without dripping. Okay, and then I think it was a cup of water as well. So let's see. Half a cup of water or broth. So get that. Sure smells good around here. Okay, put that in there. Okay, I'm looking at this and I'm like, it needs more salsa, and then it probably needs at least a cup of water. So I don't know, I think I probably have more chicken in there than the recipe calls for. So I'm gonna go ahead and double that from the water because it is not budging. And I'm thinking, if I did that, I probably should have more seasoning, right? Always more seasoning. Just going for it. Okay. All right, so let me check out what kind of madness I've got next. So I've got the avocado done, and then it is kind of make your own on tacos. So we've got shredded lettuce, and then guacamole, homemade guacamole, and then I grabbed, just to make it simple, because my plan is that we're either having burgers tonight or we're having chicken tonight. So if we're doing tacos or taco salad, I went ahead and grabbed, so my son would probably be up for Fritos and shredded lettuce and all of the fixings for that. But I'm like, I want something crunchy. So I grabbed like keto chips so that I can have something crunchy on mine as well. And then I went super simple and I bought shredded cheese. So that's a great way to just kind of cut down on what you need to get done to be able to serve dinner for the night. And then I have my truffle burgers, which I'm going to add a sauce to that. So we're either having burgers tonight or we are having chicken. So I'm going to show you what the chicken looks like, although it's not completely done, just because I've been on here for a while. So here is the shredded chicken for the tacos, which would be great in a burrito or like on a salad or whatever, just on its own. I think would be great. It smells really, really good. So I hope, let's see, put that over there. I hope that you have a wonderful day. I got the strawberry cake started, but I'm gonna have to make a whole nother video for that one. So, because I need things to cool. So, pampered, not perfect. So I hope that you have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for popping on my live video. So bye everybody.